my gosh. It's all God. Yes. How's it going? How are you doing this fine November morn? Yes, I am Chauvin. I have no facial hair except for a little bit of stubble because I haven't shaved in a couple days. Why in the world would I do something like that? 'Tis for Movember. Raising money for prostate cancer research, men's health support programs, testicular cancer research, and family support. And a whole bunch of other stuff, too. Ain't just for dudes. But it's kind of a dude-focused thing. And you can find out more about it on Movember.com. But that's on the DDO side for the most part. I did want to call attention to it because that's why I'm doing my thing. So yes, I am growing a mustache. Only a mustache. For November. And yes, I'm aware how it makes me look. Ain't good. But on the plus side, here's what I got going on. On the LOTRO side, Extra Life. I am raising money for Team LOTRO for Extra Life this year. So far, we've had some very generous donations. I have a goal of 10 grand. Personal goal of 3,000. Don't know if we're going to hit these goals, but we'll see. You can join the team. If you're doing Extra Life, I know a lot of streamers, a lot of gamers who like to do this Extra Life thing. Please consider a joination of Team Turbine, or Team LOTRO. And you can find a link to that on the LOTRO forums. The big thing is, this Saturday, November 5th, noon to midnight, right here on LOTRO stream, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour-long live stream. LOTRO only. I will be playing LOTRO for 12 hours. Won't be that difficult. Yeah, I'm not doing 24 because I'm old. And I need to sleep. Plus, I got church on Sunday, and I got to rake leaves in my yard, and blah, 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 blah. Hey, 12 hours is enough for me. I'm actually really looking forward to it because I get to do a whole bunch of leveling up on this guy on Landreval. Hopefully get caught up a little bit so I can do some things. Please balance Warg, it is so broken! Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't know specifically about the Warg. I do know, we've said before that we do plan to take a look at creeps in a near update. We are currently working on 19.1. Hopefully that should go out sometime within the next couple weeks. We have a 19.2 tentatively set for sometime in December. And then, of course, 20 is going to be coming down the road as well. Hey, King Asha. Tone Station. When is Extra Life? Well, it's really kind of whenever you want to do it. I think generally it's the month of November, and the official kickoff is this weekend. A lot of Twitch streamers and YouTube streamers and such are going to be doing 24-hour gaming marathons to raise money for Extra Life this weekend. For those who don't know, Extra Life raises money for the Children's Miracle Network groups of hospitals. Particularly for me, I have designated the Boston Children's Hospital. It's something that Rick Sapiens used to do for many years here for LOTRO, and I wanted to continue to raise money for that fine group of medical professionals. Yeah, so I have a 5-year-old, and when I shaved off this week, I was Skyping with him recently, and the first time I do it after I shave, I'll look at him on Skype, and he's just like, "What did you do, Dad?" But hey, like I say, it's for a good cause. But so, LOTRO related though, I mean, you're welcome to donate to Movember, that would be awesome. But on the LOTRO side, I am raising money for Extra Life, and that'll be this Saturday, noon to midnight. right here on twitch.tv/LotroStream and youtube.com/Lord of the Rings/live. I think I'm even going to drive my way into the office so I can do it from this desk right here. Because I have a nice, faster computer at the office than I do at home. So there you go. Hey, Half Pint, good to see you too. Any LOTRO swag for donations? Yes. I haven't published that yet because I wanted to make sure we could generate all the keys and codes and that. Not physical swag. I just found in years past that it's kind of unwieldy and sort of impossible to do. Well, not impossible, but a lot of work. But what I am going to be doing is I've got some titles, I've got some steeds, and I got some other goodies too that I'll be putting together a list. Anyone who donates up to this point, of course, is going to qualify for any of that sort of stuff. I'm just going to retroactively figure it out. The big thing I'm going to need to know, though, for any of these kind of codes is what's your character name and what server are they on? Because that's not a field for some reason Extra Life asks people when they donate. So if you make a donation and you qualify for one of these things, just hit me up on PM, say, hey, here's who I want, here's you know, where I want it. So, but yes, King Asha, there will be indeed some in-game swag. Nothing brand spanking new, although looks like Ghost Bear is going to be making a comeback. Looks like that person hasn't been back for a little while, so it helps when it's expensed. Yeah, but still, I'm the one mailing, putting things into envelopes, taking it to the post office, dealing with international shipping, and then having to tell people, sorry, I can't ship internationally because custom forms and what have you. It took you 4 months to get yours last year? Yeah, hopefully it won't take that long. For the most part, I'm going to be planning one afternoon a week. I'm going to go send out all the swag on the LOTRO side, send out all the swag on the DDO side, and call it done. I can't promise that because it is on my own free time here, but that's the basic idea. What's the Twitter? Just LOTRO. LOTRO. Feel free to hit me up there. Trying to see what other questions we have. The workstation, yeah, this computer is way faster than the one I've got at home. So there you go. Class Rusa on YouTube says, my dream is the Wayfarer's Cloak for Founders accounts. See, that's the thing, though. It's a founder thing, so I don't know if that would be too cool to go and give that away. Hey, Vadim. Happy hunting from Russia. Alright, so I'm on Landreval, and I want to get your guys' opinions. Should I go blue, red, or yellow on Dwinstrel, the Dwarven Minstrel? My gut tells me I should go red. What do you think? I don't know. Anyway, I'm on Landreval. I'm back over on the Dwarven side of things. I'm just going to be kind of hanging out, doing some questing and what have you. So, we'll be doing that. Yep, red. Red seems like the way to go, because who doesn't need to do damage? Alright, there we go. Good enough. I have 2 points available. I would assume that I'm just going to want to gank that sucker up. There we go. Apply. Commit. Yes, I will commit. There we go. Alright, so I got some turbine points granted. I don't need to do that. Can I get a title? Dwinstrel the Wary. Yeah, I'll be Dwinstrel the Wary. Got new mail, got a deed completed. And I get things. There we go. The deed bestowed. I'll deal with that later. Okay. Okay, well, I'll have to read that then later on. In case someone's telling me personal information. do I see any level cap increases for us down the line, say around the whole Mordor thing? I don't know that we have really committed to that sort of thing, but it's certainly possible that it would happen in the future. I mean, do I think we'll be level 105 forever? Nah. When are we gonna get a sea level cap increase? Will it be Mordor or something else? I think that kind of remains to be seen. Alright, let me give such a message of thanks.
Greetings, traveler.
Yes, I will take your tokens of salutation. That was easy enough. Alright, let's see what else I can clear out. Let's do the first gear. Head down there. Oh, by the way, I did pick up a horse, of course. From the last time. Watching me do Bingo Boffin would be fun. Yeah, I'll probably do that pretty soon. Hobnanigans is running through the weekend here. I know we've got some people who like to hob their nanigans. That sounded way dirtier than I intended. Yep. Lore-wise, where does the team plan on taking the game past Mordor? Further into Harad? That is the big million-dollar question, is it not? We don't want to talk about it at this point, other than to say that, yes, we have plans, and there is a lot of possibility, even beyond Mordor, that has yet to be sort of explored and delved into, so... Even once the ring drops, there's a ton more left, and that's not even counting if we do the scouring and all the rest. I mean, who knows, right? That was not family friendly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Oh, jeez. I need to talk to Hyacinth. Who do I got to talk to? Oh, these guys again? What did I miss the last time? Satchel from Postman Grocer, Nosy Hobbit style. First gear. Find the first gear. Okay, so I never found the first gear. Is that right? Alright. LOTRO 2, the first stage? Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. I don't disagree. It'd be awesome, though. Ah. There we go. Alright. Now I get to go to Bavor. Bavor? Anyway, there is a lot of opportunity beyond Mordor here. Clearly Mordor is a big deal, but there's still a ton we can do. So I would expect us to do things for a long time to come. Where can we buy Lord of the Rings Online shirts and sweatshirts like I have on? The unfortunate answer is you can't. Buy them because we do not have merchandising rights. So what that means is we can give shirts away at conventions. We can give them out at player meetups. You know, if we have meetups or whoever, if you happen to see me in person and be able to shake my hand, I can get you a sweatshirt depending on what sizes we have left in that. And they're made for employees. So we can make things for promotional reasons, but we cannot sell them. So, I apologize, but that's not something we're able to do. But that's not to say you can't get one. There are actually quite a few folks who, over the years, have been able to get these things. Alright, where's my dude? I thought he was in here. Am I wrong about that? Someone help me out. Where'd what's his name go? Perk of being directly employed? Yeah, it doesn't hurt. That's for sure. You know, I think in a perfect world we would love to be able to offer that kind of thing in a wider sense to the players, but there's a whole kind of licensing aspect of physical merchandise that completely falls out of the game and what have you, so.
At your service and your families.
Alright, where in the world is Bavor? Where'd you go, Bavor? Where am I? What am I doing wrong? Where are you at? My fine dwarven friend. I really, you know, I know it would be awesome to just kind of keep talking about all these sort of plans for the future and that, but we just can't do that. We're not in a position to. Alright, so it shows him as being right there. Which I assume means that he is inside of the hall. But when I go to the hall, I see him not. Skogie. Mithril charge. Oh, just hit my mithril button? No. What about the possibility of an Australian server? Unlikely. You know, we had looked into the possibility of European servers, but ultimately it wasn't something we were able to do. I have a feeling an Australian server might be a similar situation. Will there be a Black Friday sale this year? Yes, there will absolutely be a Black Friday sale this year. Alright, so he's got to be. Question, when will the Farmers Fair Festival be in 2017? We haven't... That's a little too far ahead to really even talk about at this point. I don't think we even know. I would say in general, our goal is to have them be around the same general time frame. So about when it is this year would be the most likely scenario as to the when. But we don't actually have a calendar, I don't think, that goes out that far ahead for 2017. feel like this guy should be here. Why am I not seeing him? What am I missing? Favor, Beamer, Squire, Milk King, Luffy. He ain't there. Rock crunch. Bloody Rain says, my old account got hacked, now I have to start over. Not necessarily. Get in touch with account support. They may be able to assist you and help you out there, reestablishing your account credentials and getting that all done. Now, if of course, you know, some dude went and cleared out your account, there's only so much we can do about that, but... Alright, I'm gonna give up unless someone can tell me where this Bavor guy is, because I'm not having as easy a time finding him as I would expect. Well, let's do one of the other quests. No point seeing me wander around needlessly. You know, I would like to do a Lord of the Rings online meetup. You know, now that, you know, I'm sort of doing this LOTRO stuff, I imagine there might be some folks who would like to pick my brain on a few things. Okay, so there you are. So where the hell are you? Oh, there you are. Okay.
At your service and your families. Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
So, who knows? Maybe I can... I mean, I know not everyone lives near Boston. But... you know, there are a bunch of people who'd probably be willing to drive a couple hours to hang out with other LOTRO peeps. And perhaps we can make that happen in the new year here sometime. I don't have the list of goodies for Extra Life yet. Maybe by the end of the day today. If not, I want to get it done by Saturday at noon. I've just been kind of busy crafting up various things that I
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay up?
had to deal with.
It is an insult. My turret's been. Won't you give me even a moment? Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Alright. So I'm still, I think, heading back, yeah, to there. Yeah, I know Rick had done a meet and greet in Orlando because he was down there doing some stuff, and it just made sense for him to meet up there. I myself am nowhere near Florida, so it's kind of unlikely I'm going to be doing meetups in Florida, but wherever I do go, I'm more than happy to hang out with folks, so at the very least, maybe we could find something in sort of central Massachusetts, suburban Massachusetts area. That way people don't have to go all the way into downtown Boston, which can be kind of a pain. Yeah, I bet I'd get a large group of people too, because, you know, hey, I would drive 4 hours to hang out with other, you know, game players and have fun and do all that sort of thing. So, sure, you know, why not? Okay, the second missing gear has got to be in here somewhere. Can you visit Turbine Studios if I come by, or is it closed to the public? I'm sorry to say that it is closed to the public. That's not to say we've never had visitors, but we don't have an open door policy nor formal tours of the office, that kind of thing. We are ultimately a studio. You know, we're not a place to hang out and that sort of thing. So it would be neat, but I have to be honest with you as well. Other than the fact we're a bunch of geeks who enjoy lots of crazy swag, we don't, it looks like any other office you might go to. So, where's that second to get? Oh, there we go. I went to the wrong place. Can I say anything more about what we're doing for the 10th anniversary? Only that it's going to, be fairly large. We have, both content plans, around an update around that time, what have you. In addition, we want to do some kind of special gifting and other kinds of rewards for people who have been with us a long time. I will certainly be doing some kind of big retrospective live stream where I'm going to have devs past and present reminisce about 10 years of Lord of the Rings Online. We'll probably show off some cool things from the archives that we can dig up and what have you. I've heard we've got some kind of video plans and things like that. So, we're going to be doing, quite a bit for the 10th anniversary, but I don't want to get too granular in terms of what it's going to be yet. A lot of that's going to be a surprise, I would imagine. And so I think that's sort of the general overview of what to expect is a mix of content and gifts and celebrations. I would expect us to perhaps... Oh, wait, so it's the same thing. Alright, so where the heck am I going? I remember you guys. Now where's my second loots? Find the missing second gear. Yeah, that's where the axe was. Now I'm back to where the chest was. Except there is no chest. And there's the exit. Big tailgate party at Gillette Stadium before a game. That would involve me actually knowing what football is, probably. And that's something that I will not be doing, because I carest not for sports. Plus, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of football crazies. Doesn't sound fun at all. Okay, well, if the lost tool ain't gonna work, we head back. We do the prologue. All right. Silly question, but that blue box behind you with the Mithril Edition, is that available for sale anywhere in the US anymore? I don't think it's formally for sale, but my guess is if you went on to eBay or something like that, you might be able to dig up a copy of it. The days of boxed MMOs is over, because it's sort of whatever. This one, though, in particular... Oh, actually, you know what? No, this one's not going to... Well, it might be for sale, like, say, through an auction site or whatever. But it's certainly not currently supported. And the reason for that is this is a European thing. You can see the Peggy logo and the Codemasters stuff. So this really dates back to when we had, Codemasters running the game. So it's definitely not currently for sale. Well, that's not to say you couldn't dig up a copy on, extra market. Clevebeard says the problem with people in the studio is we often have a lot of kind of secrets and stuff. That's true. Typically when we have had visitors, we've made them sign NDAs and what have you. Basically saying, yes, we are going to sue your buns off if you say anything. And so it really hasn't been much of an issue. We also, frankly, would have to be very careful about what we showed you. So you're not going to go to areas where secret projects are being worked on and all that sort of thing. So. But it's really not something we do a lot. We have done that. I know, like, say, the Players Council has come to visit in the past. I would say it's theoretically possible that kind of thing could happen again. But it's not something that we can just say, yeah, come on over, we'll give you a tour, because we won't. As a matter of fact, if you come on over and find our place and get to the front desk, we're probably going to kick you out. And I'm sorry about that, but that's just sort of the reality of the business. And by the way, when I mean football, I'm talking about American handball, which is absolutely what it should be called instead of football, because it has nothing to do with feet except you're running the ball. But the ball goes in your hands. That's what you're doing. I've long had an issue with us Americans, us Yanks, calling it football. Football should be soccer, and American football should be handball. That is my pet project, is to get the world to understand this. Yep. There already is a handball? Yeah. Okay. Will Lorien dye be in the Yule Festival? I have been waiting for it since they did new dyes. I will need to check. I don't know specifically what our dye plans are for the Yule Festival, but the Yule Festival will absolutely be coming back. So fairly soon you'll be able to tell and know. And I'd say if it's was around and it's not a festival that has things that flip across every year. Okay, so where is this missing second gear? Meme Lord confirmed. Yes. Apple Pen. My new Apple Pen skill. Are we ever going to get housing decorated Yule trees? I don't know. I don't know about that. It seems like something that should be done, but I guess I'm not quite sure what the dealio is. I'd have to dig into why that hasn't happened yet. Oh, come on. Surely there's got to be a second gear around here somewhere. Help me out, peeps. You guys know what's up, guys and gals. There already are Yule trees? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Handball is squash without the rackets? I don't even know what squash is. Guys are talking weird languages. I don't understand the black speech. Some kind of language that is not uttered at my game table. Is it possible for the 10th anniversary that we could get outfits that haven't been available for many years? I'd have to check with the quartermasters and such about that. My guess is it depends on the nature of the outfit. You know, things that we have promised as exclusives for various things, whether that be, say, an expansion or you know, what have you. That stuff is going to remain exclusive. You know, we do need to honor the promises we've made to players over the years. So if we said, you know, you get one chance to do this thing, then we're not going to suddenly say, well, except, you know, not. You know what I mean? So that kind of thing is something that's going to stay, you know, exclusive. That said, there's absolutely no reason why, if it's around and just kind of got lost in the shuffle or whatever, that we might not be able to bring it back. So I think we'll have to take a look at something like that. Is, you know, take a look at, see what things may be eligible to bring back limited duration or whatever for the 10th anniversary, and perhaps do so. But certainly anything that's been promised as an exclusive is going to stay an exclusive. That just is the way it has to be. Could I address the question about virtues? What about the cap on virtues increased? I've not heard of any plans to do that, but I'll let you know. Alright, let's see. You don't chose 19 and 24. Thanks, class. It's very kind of you. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look specifically into virtues afterwards and find a little bit more about what's going on there. Vithar, making up excuses. I don't want to hear your excuses. I want action. Us dwarves don't make excuses. Yeah, again, on the same goes with the titles as, say, with the cosmetics. If a title was given specifically for an exclusive thing, then we're not going to suddenly... whatever, dude. You can come with me. Then we're not going to be able to bring it back. Under any circumstances. You know, if we said this is an exclusive thing only for people who do this thing to earn it, then we're not going to change the rules after making that promise.
My turret's here.
We've been burgled? This is outrageous!
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
Okay, I can do that. Someone's asking about why they don't have a specific anniversary portrait. I don't have an answer for you. You know, if you have a provable sort of thing saying, yes, I should be getting this thing, and you haven't gotten the thing, odds are pretty good you should get in touch with either in-game support or account support, depending which is most applicable, and see what they can do for you. But again, I would need to know more about the circumstances. What are my thoughts on two-factor authentication for login? Something we can look at in the future. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly kind of a popular thing nowadays. So, who knows, right? Not I. Ah, oh no. Oh no. There we go. Oops. Yeah, I know. I'm bad. Okay. Silver Deep Mine. Yes, this is where I wish to go. Now, where are you, Silver Deep Mine? Oh, there you go. Oh no, my poor horsey. Someone's looking for that LOTRO Witch King figure from Mithril Miniatures. That's interesting. I have a Nazgul mini that I have painted. Maybe I should bring it into the office sometime. A quick switch feature for the game launcher. I play different servers and have to completely log off to go to another server. Yeah, I know, right? That would be lovely to be able to resolve. Unfortunately, it's what they call a big ask. It's not nearly as easy as you might expect to be able to make that happen, which is why it's not happened in 10 years. But, you know, it just... whatever, there are reasons. But yeah, that absolutely would be nice. I think if we were to redesign the launcher nowadays, we might have some kind of system like that in place. But it's not something that we can do easily or quickly. As someone who constantly has to change servers as part of their job, I am keenly aware of how annoying it can be. Yep. You're going down, you blue crag crusher, you. What server am I on? I am on Landreval. I love those dwarven exclamations. Man, did I pick the right class. It's very fun playing these dwarves. Plus, I'm sure the game's not going to stay this easy, but for now, it's, you know, I'm kind of face planting my way through things, which is good for someone who needs that. Is that Codemaster's box still sealed? I don't know. Haven't actually tried opening it. There we go. Ah, the answer is no, it is not sealed, but it looks like it's missing. Someone must have taken it out at some point, unfortunately. Am I a GM? No. Just for those who don't know who I am, my name is Cordovan. I am LOTRO's community manager, so I'm the guy who is in charge of, say, Facebook, Twitter, social media, release notes, public messaging, coordinating interviews, live streams, live streamers, chat rooms. Keep an eye on sort of what people are saying about various things and representing the desires of the community in development meetings. Those are the core responsibilities of my job. It sort of ends up being a position where you wear many different hats in a way that I really enjoy. It's one of the reasons I really love what I do, because I get to... Oh no, poor guy. I get to sort of do a lot of different things, odds and ends, over the years. No 2 days are ever alike, and that's really what I love about this position. But I'm not a former GM. I cannot resolve your tickets, and I can't intercede or overrule, so to speak, any decision-making that's done on the part of our Game Master team. Will I be playing this character on Saturday? Yeah. So, as you guys can clearly see, I have a lot of catching up to do. And so I need to, frankly, spend some time leveling up and grinding through some things and getting to know the games and the quests and the systems and all that far more than I do right now. So, rather than, say, you know, on the Dungeons and Dragons side, I tend to do a lot more kind of bouncing around different worlds. For LOTRO, at least short term here, I'm going to have to take a different tactic and really kind of hyper focus on one world at a time, so that I can bring up some characters that are at better levels, so I can play more challenging content, get into raiding, and do some of the instance work and things like that that you guys would like to see rather than this lobby stuff. A progressive server will never happen. I am sorry to be the crusher of dreams. But the idea of maintaining multiple versions of the game, like one that's a pre-Angmar or you know, post like Angmar style and all that, it's just not going to happen. You would essentially have to have separate development teams for each individual progressive server you wanted. And that's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. Who is this baby-faced person claiming to be Cordovan? I know, right? Weird. Yeah. Can I ask the team over on the YouTube side about characters who pick what land they are from? Like if I make a Lorien elf and get to Lorien, they act like I'm not an elf and an outsider. Yeah, I know that there is some possibility to adjust that. So it's definitely something we should consider. Let me get those shoulder pads on. Let's see, 10 armor. I'm assuming that's better than what I got. There you go. Coolio. Alright.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Okay. So, need to go show the hilt to Dwaylen. I assume he's in the... Yeah, in the hall. It's over there. It's also in the hall. That's there. Okay. I mean, I don't know that that's something we can easily implement. I'd say that there may be some reason why that hasn't been done to this point, but it seems like something we could certainly look at. Any news on the expansion? Not really. I think we're gonna, we let slip about it pretty early on. I don't think we're gonna hear more about Mordor until we get closer to the point that maybe we're gonna start taking, pre-orders or what have you. So it might be a little while before we hear a whole bunch more about
At your
Mordor, but...
service and your families.
But maybe not. We'll see. Oh, wrong box. If you want this one is still sealed, and I don't want to break the seal on it. It's got like the... I can show you. See how it's got these pieces still stuck onto it? I don't want to break that seal because it's just too cool. So I don't want to open it up yet. Or open it up. Okay. So I'm bringing some armor to Brune and Wayland. Are we going to see any advertisements for the new X-Pack? I would imagine that there would be some promotional efforts done. If you're talking about, say, like a Super Bowl TV ad, probably not. But, we'll see. Get up there, there. Typically, the way we've done expansion, someone says, well, is it going to be for cash or turbine points? Typically, the way that we have done expansions has been they're available for cash to start with, and then eventually appear in the LOTRO store for turbine points, back when we were able to do bundles. I don't know what our plans would be for the new expansions. I don't know what our possibilities are, frankly. I think we'll have to kind of see what happens. I definitely need to get a better sense of where this hall is. Okay, what about PvP? If a progressive server is not going to happen, are we going to be balancing creep versus freep soon? Or making like a new creep class? Yes, we do plan to take a look at creeps in particular on the PvP front as soon as we can. I don't know if that's going to be, say, the next update, perhaps an update after that, or what the exact time frame of that's going to be. But, yes, that is something we will be looking at in the future. We're well aware that that PvP needs some, PvMP needs some love right now. I don't know that someone says, right now things can scale up. Is there a way to scale it down? Like, have a character scaled down? That would be a pretty significant task, I would imagine, and I'm not quite sure what the benefit to doing that would be. Let me see. Since good old stuff like the Rift will not get scaled up, could we instead get the option to get our character scaled down? Now, I really just don't see that as a likely direction for our efforts. It would be cool to sort of like de-level you is essentially what you're asking for. Just temporarily to be able to run specific older content that you've missed on the way up. And I just don't see that as something we're likely to do. Can I change my forum name? Yes, that I can do absolutely 100% very easily. Just send me a PM on the LOTRO forums, give me a couple options, and I will assign you the first one. I can do that quickly. Matter of less than a minute of actual work on my part to change your forum display name, assuming it's not already taken. So, there is that. But assuming it's not already taken, then yes, I can change it quite quickly and would be happy to do so. Okay, this is not as easy as I would have thought. Where in the world are you? I do not know where you reside, Dwaylen. Anyway, we're just about ready to wrap up the show here anyway, so I'll have to do that some other time here. Yep. Yeah, as people say, you do scale for epic battles, but it doesn't involve stats. So there you go. It's a little different, right? Alright, I think that's going to wrap it up then with Court of the Rings here on twitch.tv/LotroStream and youtube.com/LordOfTheRings/live. These archives will go up later on in the day, and just a reminder, I will be here noon to midnight, twitch.tv/LotroStream this Saturday, November 5th, for a 12-hour Extra Life fundraising live stream. I'm sure I'll be chatting with some live streamers who are already on playing LOTRO. I'll see how crazy I can get and have some fun and level up and do all that sort of thing. So, the NPC I want is in the large left-hand room of Thorin's Hall. Okay, great. I will take care of that shortly. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.